everybody, it's Kurt Molly here, Social Media Ad Genius. I'm super excited that you're here. Now, I've gotten a lot of questions around conversion pixels, audience pixels, retargeting pixels. What the heck is a pixel? Where do I put it? How do I use it? What happens? So on our blog, we've created a part 1 where we explain the pixel. Part 2, today what I'm going to explain is I'm going to explain the difference between the conversion tracking pixel, where to put it, what you're going to do. I'm going to talk about the Facebook audience pixel, where to put it, what to do, and then I'm going to create a third video for you where you're going to look right over my shoulder and literally go step by step with me throughout this entire process. I get itch my face and shit. Leave it run. There. Feel good. Okay, so let's cover this here real quick. The Facebook conversion tracking pixel. So it would sound like Facebook is a conversion tracking pixel. They're going to give you a way to track conversions, right? Well, that's kind of right. What we have here is we're going to break down the two words. Facebook has created a pixel. Now I'm going to use this word pixel over and over again. And all it basically is this small little piece of code that you will put on your website. I'm going to show you where to get the code and exactly what that code looks like to put on your website. And I'm even going to show you where to put it on your website. Well, let's take a look at this. This is super important to understand this process. Facebook is going to use this pixel as a conversion strategy. Now, a conversion, what does that mean? That means when someone passes a goal. That goal could be they opt in your email list, they could buy a product or service, they could register to an attend event. We're going to set up the goals, and you're going to set up the goals for your own individual business. Now, this conversion pixel is going to help us get conversions. It's going to help people convert over to the thank you page. And again, the thank you page could be an opt-in thank you. It could be a buy thank you once they complete and overreach that goal. Now, Facebook's also going to track that action. Now, Facebook tracking is not 100% accurate. It's just not. It's just one of the things it is. Now, there's been lots of debates on saying, hey, is this a default setting? What's wrong exactly? From just a 10,000 foot view, remember, this pixel is not designed to track everything accurately. And by the way, the longer that you're in online marketing, you know as well too, there is no perfect tracking system. But we want to figure out what is the best way to pull conversions into our funnel. Okay, that's a conversion tracking pixel. So your conversion tracking pixel is going to track wins, it's going to track conversions, and Facebook is going to be able to hone in on your perfect audience when the conversion tracking pixel is set up properly. Now, the Facebook audience pixel. Now, the audience pixel itself, again, just a small little piece of code. You're going to put it on your website or on certain website pages. Now, what this is going to be able to do is you are going to be able to retarget people with this pixel, meaning when someone reaches a certain page. So, for instance, you may reach this blog page and see this video on our blog. When you do, we retarget with additional content and information just to always give you additional information. So imagine having a customer come over, or a potential customer come over to a page, look at buying a very specific product or service, and then they leave. Well, next time they come on Facebook, you can show them an ad very specific to the product and service. So let's get Facebook to do all the hard work for us. So this is a typical sales funnel just right here, right? Very basic, very easy. Now, if you do not have a list and you're an absolute beginner, what we always tell people to do is we tell people that they should get people here in their funnel very, very, very easily. Let Facebook do all the work with this Facebook likes. And I talk a lot about this inside of Social Media Ad Genius, but we want to get people inside this funnel by qualifying likes, right? Now that we got their attention overall, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to start, to these people, right, we're going to start building engagement. Because what we're going to do is we want to start putting up posts, we want to start putting up content that these Facebook likes start to engage with, right? From those engagements, what's going to happen is we're going to turn these, the popular engagements, into ads. See, what's happening is we're getting our perfect avatar that we train to get on. We get them to get into our funnel to recognize us with likes, right? If you already have a list, you can actually skip this process. What we do is we get pre-qualified likes. We find out exactly what this avatar likes to engage with. then we know that we have a high probability of producing great ads. Now, this is an entire ad strategy. What we know is Facebook can optimize for likes. I can hit a button. Facebook will go out and find me likes as long as I have my avatar properly defined. So that gets on top of my funnel. Now I'm going to do some extra research to find out what kind of content does my avatar like to see. That's where we're going to see engagement. And that's where we're going to run our 10 by 4 by 1 engagement strategy, 10 by 4 by 1. If you don't know what this is, it's one of the most popular engagement strategies out there for Facebook. Highly, highly effective. Again, this is something else we cover in Social Media Ad Genius. Well, once we have the engagement up and we find out what are our most engaging posts, well, then what we know is we know what ads we can create and literally target back to where we are finding the most success with our Facebook likes. Okay? By the way, there is a way to skip over this entire process where we can upload our list actually into Audience Insights on Facebook. Make sure you check out our other videos and research Audience Insights. But if you go to Audience Insights, you can upload your list and actually find out all of this information if you have a list of over a couple thousand people. Now, here's where things get really, really, really exciting. So this all happens right over here. This all happens really on Facebook. Well, what Facebook wants people to do is they want them to install these conversion pixels. So let's take a look at this in the funnel of your site. So we're going to take these 2 conversion pixels and we're going to help Facebook target us. So all this stuff in blue is targeted over on Facebook. Now let's talk about, let's use a different color. Let's use green for money, right? So now what's going to happen is we're going to get people into our funnel. We're going to go right here. This line right here is web site clicks. So website clicks. Now I want to drive as many of these avatars down to my website. But first I want to make sure I implant 2 pixels on my website. The page that they are going to land on, they are going to come in through likes or my list. They're going to get engagement. We're going to create good ads. Now they're going to hit our landing page in the part of our funnel. When they hit our landing page, I want to make sure on the website, they're right here, that they are going to have the Facebook conversion tracking pixel set up on their main website, and I want to make sure that you have the audience pixel set up as well. Now, this is really important. If you are starting out brand new and you're on a limited budget, you will want to put a conversion pixel on your landing page and you will want to put an audience pixel. The reason is you want to be able to retarget people who come to your landing page. You've already spent the money, they've already clicked on the ad, they've already got to your landing page. Now, a conversion pixel. If you have a limited budget, you want to put a conversion pixel on your landing page. And there's 2 big reasons for this. One, Facebook can help optimize to get people just at least to your landing page. Number 2, there's a certain button we will hit to create a lookalike audience where Facebook can say, hey, look, I know that you've already gotten people in through this process, either in through your email list or likes, engagements, ads. I'm going to go out, Facebook's going to go out and find people that are very specifically related to the other visitors that's already been on your site. So before you start any of your Facebook advertising, you want to make sure you put these 2 pixels right onto your website page. Now, let's look at the sales funnel overall. So I'm going to draw this right down here. Here's the next level, right? Each one of these lines is essentially going to be a goal. Now, this next level right here could be opt-in, thank you. Okay? The next goal could be sale of, I'm going to make this up, $97. And this next one, this is really important, can be a large sale. Let's say this is a sale of, I'm going to make this up, $1,000. Now, what's going to happen throughout this entire process, I'm going to want to make sure that I put both of these pixels into my funnel. This is really important, okay? So I got my website clicks that are going to be right here. The next thing that I'm going to make sure of, I'm going to make sure that we're going to put the conversion tracking pixel. Now remember, these are separate pixels along the way, okay? And again, I'm going to show you in the over-shoulder look. It's literally just going in, creating pixels, and putting them in the right places of your funnel. So I have conversion pixels after each goal, right? Audience pixels, I'm going to put right actually before the goal. So I want to retarget people who land on the opt-in page. That's our website clicks. Then once they opt in, I want to be able to see that audience as well. Then they're going to opt in here. I want to see the audience. Or if they get a sale, I want to see the audience. And I'm going to have a pixel put here. So now what I've done is I've created 2 pixels that I put on every page. Main website. There's my goal to opt in. There's my goal of the sale. And then if they reach this other goal, this larger goal, I'm going to be able to track that as well. Now, you must set this up right the first time. Because what happens is, as you really start driving in those Facebook likes, as you're really driving in ads, you're going to get people that are going to cross these goal lines. You're going to want your avatar completely tracked the entire way. Because I'm telling you, one of the greatest things that Facebook does, actually the 2 great things that Facebook does, is we can hit a setting in Facebook that I'm going to show you in a minute that literally can say, Facebook, you know what? Anybody who landed on my website, I want you to create an ad, and I only want to target people who landed on my website with this ad. Or Facebook, if someone opts in and gives me their email address, I only want to send them a very specific ad that could be a promotion for your sale. See, what happens is instead of just sending an advertisement to one avatar, what we're able to do is we're able to track them through our online sales funnel. All of this happens on Facebook. It preconditions people to get ready to buy. They hit your website. Now we can retarget with an ad because we know they already hit your website. Now, once they opted in, now we specifically know who opted in. We can create ads to people who are just on our email list. We can do the same thing if someone buys to create a very specific ad just for the buyer. I mean, think about it. If you could create ads just for your buyers that would promote this next product, look, you're literally creating ads to having Facebook do all the hard work. Now, one of the most exciting things about this conversion pixel right here, right? This is where I get super, super, super excited. Watch this. Let's go ahead and erase just these ads. Let's just talk about only the blue pixel right now, right? Let's talk about only the blue pixel. Okay? Just the blue pixel. After I am running significant website clicks, right? I've gotten at least 100 people to click on the website. Now what's going to happen is I can say, Facebook, that conversion pixel, I only want you to do 2 things. I want you to go out and I want you to create a lookalike audience. So again, that is a lookalike audience. Let me show you how to do this, okay? So the lookalike audience, you're going to say, Facebook, go out and find me people that are very similar that crossed this goal line. Go out and find me people that are just like my opt-ins. Go out and find me people that are just like my sales. Go out and find me people that have a high probability of using these large sales or buying these large sales right here. Watch this. What we are able to do is we are able to get Facebook to go out and duplicate these audiences. Now we can say, Facebook, not only go out and duplicate those audiences, but this is really where the money is. We're going to run something with this tracking conversion pixel called OCPM for us. It equals money. The reason is because what happens is we can come in and say, okay, I got these pixels built. Facebook's learned the process. I can retarget with ads if anybody crosses any of those goal lines. But now what I can do with OCPM targeting, this is basically means Facebook, go out and find me the people who look like my buyers, but I only want you to target literally people that have a high probability of going to my website. Now, if you have a significant budget, if you're going to spend over $50 a day consistently, just do website clicks. Send as much audience as you can to website clicks. Now, if you are going to send people a if you only have a limited budget of $5 a day, put in a conversion pixel and have Facebook optimize to website clicks for you. As you start getting opt-ins, you need to get at least 25 opt-ins, and you can have Facebook say, Facebook, go out and find me only the most perfect opt-ins. Facebook will set it up with you according to the conversion pixel. You can also do OCPM for sales. You can say, Facebook, I only want you to go out and find me people who will buy my product or a high probability of buying my product. And as you get more and more people through your list, you can optimize literally to the sale or to the goal. Now, to wrap this whole thing up, and I know this is a longer first video to explain this whole process, okay? This is the most effective way I have seen marketing done in years. I mean, I've had people say in over 25 years, this is some of the most exciting marketing that they have seen, hands down. And the reason is we can get really targeted on our avatar. If we know exactly where to target, we can make all this other stuff happen. Creating a website now is only just a couple of clicks when you use stuff like lead pages. Creating the conversion pixels is literally 3 or 4 clicks. It takes me longer to explain this. You're going to see in the next video when we go through setup and everything else. It is one of the most effective and efficient things that you can set up for your business. Just make sure that it's set up right. And I'm telling you, here's what it all comes down to. You can get a predictable funnel on how much it costs people to get to your website, how much it costs for people to opt in, what is your average cost per sale, and this is where you can scale traffic. I'm telling you, right here is one of the most exciting trainings that I can offer you, one of the most exciting things that we can do. I'm going to show you how to build this entire process. And by the way, inside of Social Media Ad Genius, we have checklists inside of our Insiders Club. We have an entire checklist where I've gone through 90 minutes of walking through this entire process, setting up all the pixels, setting up all the website from lead pages, and then driving traffic as well too. So again, we have a full checklist for you. I hope you enjoyed seeing this in your blog. We are going to remove some of this information and only have this available to current Social Media Ad Genius members. Again, if we put it on our blog, it could be for a limited time only. But move over to video number 2, where I'm going to document step by step on exactly how this process works. Thanks, everybody.